I'm looking for Einstein. And a clean pair of shorts. Thanks.
What do you know about Albert Einstein?
Born in 1879, he shocked the science world with his theory of relativity, the notion that there was no absolute motion in the universe, only relative motion. It was a major advancement for led to the nuclear area. It made it possible to understand the microwave of elementary particles and their interactions, and one hell of a loud physicist.
Oh yeah, well he's not here.
Hey everybody, welcome back to week 35. Man, these weeks are just piling up. Week 35 of 2016, I would have to say that lifting is going gangbusters this year, so quite pleased about that. This is the week where we hit 25 work reps, so 5 sets of 5 on the work reps for Saturday, Sunday, Monday's strength work, and we managed to do all that without anything exploding, which is awesome. Yeah, the game plan going forward is, as you guys probably know, slowly push this up to 40 reps, work reps, on the Saturday, Sunday, Monday work. And once that happens, probably drop back down to 25 or maybe like 26. But we're going to raise all the weights up by 10%, I think. It's probably a good plan. That'll probably happen sometime next year because, you know, we're only at 25 now, so we got at least three more cycles with the current weights to drive them up to 40 reps in a workout. But then, like I said, you know, probably take the bench from 185 up to like 205, the squats from like 275 up to 305, and you know, all the other ones, same thing, about a 10% increase in the weights, and then we will try to push that all the way up to 40. As all that assumes, of course, that, you know, I don't get like massively injured. And this week it was time to break out the racing horse liniment, which is, you know, it just has that extra hilarious factor because I'm not exactly sure that it's any better than, say, just regular old Icy Hot, because it's the basic same ingredients, you know. I think it's like menthol something or other. I think it's the same stuff, but you know, it's fun to have a bottle with a giant horse head on it because, you know, that just makes me feel like the Godfather. Like, yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I had read about that stuff somewhere and found it on Amazon, but it was through one of their affiliate sellers, and it happened to be a veterinary, you know, supply seller or something. So yeah, like I said, this stuff's pretty cool, and it does indeed take the edge off of the elbow pain. That's what I've been using it on, you know, these days. Is rub it on the elbows. Like I said, it takes the edge off the pain. Doesn't, you know, make it go away, but definitely makes it easier to deal with. And while I'm still working on finding some kind of therapy method that actually does get rid of the problem. Yeah, so thinking ahead about like the bench press, for example, getting back to our progression scheme, you know, taking it from 185 up to 205, and then able to work that up to 40 total reps in the strength workouts. We would then move up to 225 because that's like another 10% jump. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, you know, if you're doing, you know, like, you know, if even just starting, you know, when we get 205 for 40, we then drop it back down to like, you know, 25 reps, 26 reps, something like that. You know, doing that with 225, imagine how much more muscle that's going to require on the frame to pull that off, as opposed to what I'm currently doing at 185. You know, you can just see how if you're able to successfully drive your total workload up, that the muscle gain almost have to happen as a consequence. So that's pretty cool. Since we have front squats on screen, I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago about how I set my maxes when I start a new cycle. You know, when I target my daily maxes to end up being like, for the last one, to be like 7.5 pounds over my previous best. Well, I managed to work some incredible math and come up with 242.5 as 7.5 pounds greater than 230. So it's probably a good thing I don't build bridges for a living, because that is just some terrible arithmetic. So that said, I'm already well into new territory on the front squats and also on the incline press, which is pretty cool. And here we have a public service announcement. Don't hit yourself in the head with the bar. Fortunately, I did it on the way up, and it's better than on the way down, but still, try not to hit yourself in the head because it hurts, and that's like not too much fun. And moving into Tuesday's workout, I'm sensing a change in the wind. Oh yeah, back to the original configuration. Monday was a holiday, so figure it's a good day to move the cage back, or rotate it, I should say, back into its original spot. I definitely like the lighting better here, and the sun is now coming up much later, so I don't have the issue of it absolutely beating into the windows that are right next to the cage here, which helps with the filming in this position, but also hurts with the filming in the other position that you saw, because now it's like too dark for that to actually work well. One definite advantage to the lighting here is the lighting on the quads. Man, those things are looking like pretty beast, right? I'm like, that's ridiculous. I think some of the obese weight has gone directly into them, so that's good. I mean, imagine that, squat pretty much every day and your quads get bigger. Amazing. Yeah, so I'm kind of thinking maybe Memorial Day, Labor Day is the switch weekends, because Memorial Day heading into summer, or maybe actually it might have to be earlier, but Memorial Day, turn it the way we've had for the last 10, 12 weeks, and then Labor Day back to this for the winter. It's kind of funny that I just said winter when technically it's still summer. But, I like to think ahead. And of course, it's hump day! Oh, yeah! Let's see what the cats think about the new setup. They said, "Raw! We'll, give you a reprieve on ripping your face off." I'm like, oh, thanks, cats. Appreciate it. The one downside, as I've mentioned previously with this front on-camera view, is that it's hard for you guys to actually see the weights I have on the bar. So you're basically going to just have to take my word for it. The reason I bring that up is apparently there's people on YouTube who do workout videos like I do and either use fake plates or lie about the weight on the bar. I'm like, why would you do that? I'm like, if you're weak on something, fine, just work at it and get better. Like, what's wrong with you? Pretty much exactly what I've been saying about my deadlift recently, with my grip problems. Like, hey, I got to figure this out. So, we're going to wind it back and we're going to figure out how to set that grip in good and get it working. And eventually, I have no doubt that eventually, we'll be back to or even better than where I was using this double overhand style grip. And I think it's going to be tremendous. Yeah, so whatever is up with that, I don't know. But moving on to Thursday, definitely the worst workout of the week, but that is a relative term because I was feeling pretty sluggish. But as I mentioned earlier, 237.5 was supposed to be the top front squat of this whole cycle, and there's definitely more in the tank there, so I was like, yeah, that works. And I wasn't even on 100% on this day. Where I was really feeling it was during the rep work. It seems like the maxes moved pretty well, but then doing the 4 sets of 10 here on incline, and then later on overhead press, I was just like, oh, this is awful. But we got all the work in eventually. 'Cause it wasn't necessarily all in sets of 10, but we got it done. So I think that's pretty much going to do it for this week, peoples. We're going to close as always with the Dodeca Mother. Yeah, it's a good week, and I'm about to head off to Buff and eat some food and hopefully come back next week and just crush it with all that energy. You guys take care. And the volume update for week 35 as compared to week 34, another increase of about 2,500 pounds in total for a new volume record of 163,000 and change pounds. Total for the year is at 4.3 million. And 2016 goals update, pretty standard screen. Really, the only update is the 10K chin-ups. We're now at 72.38. And the diet update for the week, as mentioned last week, I'm making room for the trip to the Buffalo. So I actually pulled out another 2,500 calories this week in addition to the 1,500 from last week. And with the big decrease in salt intake this week, my weight is back down quite a bit, which is fine because I expect to eat both lots of calories and salt in the Buff because that's basically the two main food groups. So we'll talk to you guys next time. Take care. Bye.